told you I don't judge. So when I was
And this is so bullshit. Act says he don't judge. What did he just say? He just said he was shaming her. Which one is it, nigga? How you gonna tell her you don't judge and then you've been shaming her the whole time?
Oh shit, Act.
Talking about, talking about this is all my fault because if I wouldn't have kept shaming her, she wouldn't have done it. Now he gonna write a text talking about I don't judge. Nigga, come on now. All right. Come on now. Which one is it? Do you not judge her or is she a hoe? Like, which one is it? Let's go.
was telling her like, yo, you know, you did this. I said, bro, it's all good, bro. I don't judge, bro. It's all good. Like, I'm used to girls and like, you know, this like whatever, like these chicks, whatever. It's fine. Like, I'm not mad at you, no type of shit. I said, that's why I told you I don't judge. Trying to make sure you made the choice to do whatever you wanted to do, right? This is what she says. She says, always with you, but not this time around. Like, I'm making a choice. Like with you. So literally she's even saying, Act with you. Anytime I'm with you, I'm making a choice. Always with you. With you, always.
So Act, here's the text. She writes the text. She says, always. Act says, listen, I just want to make sure that whatever you did, it was by choice. And Act says, always with you. And then she replies, she says, well, always with you, but not this time around. I blacked out. I remember you waking me up during the night. So Act is saying, see, this proves my point. Always with you, meaning that when I have sex with you, then it's always by choice. So it means, hey, I'm in the clear. All right. And listen to what Act says, guys. You gotta have a good ear. But listen to what Act says while he's arguing this point. He's arguing to you guys. You are the jurors. Listen and see if you can find a small flaw in what he says.
Like, I'm not mad at you, no type of shit. I said, that's why I told you I don't judge. Trying to make sure you do, right? This is what she says.
Now listen to his explanation of what she says and see if you can find a small flaw.
She says, always with you, but not this time around. Like, I'm making a choice. Like with you. So literally she's even saying,
here's his argument.
Act with you. Anytime I'm with you, I'm making a choice. Always with you. With you, always I'm making a choice. With you, I'm making a choice with you. Always. Yes, good. You, yes. But she said, I blacked out.
All right, who caught that? Who caught the small part? Because he kept saying, he said 20 times, always with you, always with you, always with you, always with you, meaning that she had that it was her choice, right? When she is with him. But who caught it? Listen up.
Act with you. Anytime I'm with you, I'm making a choice. Always with you. With you, always I'm making a choice. With you, I'm making a choice with you. Always. Yes, good. You, yes. But she said, I blacked out. I assumed they'd leave at.
And shout out to Hitflix. Hitflix got it, but not this time around. Did y'all notice that he left that part out? Did y'all? Shout out to Hitflix. Y'all are too good. Some of y'all should go to law school. Hitflix got it. He kept emphasizing always with you, always with you, always with you. You always with you. And then he went on. He didn't finish the sentence. What was the end of the sentence? Shout out to Hit, but not this time around. Oh, but not this time around.
Oh, shit.
I was asleep. Yana, I was asleep. With Act, it was always by choice. Always, Yana. Not this time around, all right?
Not this time.
And Hit noticed. If you gotta have a good ear. If you're gonna be in a crowd, you gotta notice what people say and what people don't say. Right? And that's what Act wanted to skip right over. Because listen to how passionately he talks about the first half of the sentence. So passionately he talks about the first half, leaves the second half completely untouched. Listen to his passion.
Always with you, always. Not this time around. Like, I'm making a choice. Like with you. So literally she's even saying, Act with you. Anytime I'm with you.
Listen to passion.
I'm making a choice. Always with you. With you, always I'm making a choice. With you, I'm making a choice with you. Always. Yes, good. You, yes. But she said, I blacked out.
But she says, I blacked out. Do y'all see this? Act says, always with you. Yes, you, always with you. I blacked out. Did he leave a part out? Did he leave a part out? This is what we attorneys do. We listen to what you fuckers are talking about. We really listen. We listen to what you say, but we also listen to what you do not say. And you left that part out. She said, not this time around. Interesting. Is this a smoking gun? And hell no. But as a juror, you need to be listening to this. All this is evidence. You should take all of this into consideration while you're making your decision on whether you believe Ack or not. But it's interesting that he was so passionate about the first half of the sentence and completely left the second half untouched.
Now, I assumed they'd leave at some point. It was mad awkward, and I mentioned I wanted to come with my friend to meet you, not to, and I guess it says have sex with your friends. Hold on. She says not. Okay. She said not to have sex with your friends. He got mad. He got mad at me saying everything with Ack got to go through me first and a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, that's the homeboy. Homeboy was running game. Homeboy was
he
like,
gatekeeping.
Oh, you over here at Ack's house? Shit, everything that Ack touched got to run through us first. They were running game on this girl. Shout out to the brothers, boy. God damn.
They were
Then she
gatekeeping.
says, I wish I could see the entire video, how I got upstairs after the pool, and when the other guy got naked on top of me. Everyone was going when I got
Oh my gosh, y'all see her. She says, I wish I could see the entire video of how I got upstairs after the pool. Listen up. And when the other guy got naked and on top of me. Oh, these are allegations. But again, she's operating from a place of disadvantage because she's saying all of this stuff and she doesn't have the tapes. She is working on her spotty memory. And that's why Ack has the upper hand, because he got the tapes. And that's why his fucking house got raided, because the police wanted to see these goddamn tapes, because she's running around saying all this shit, but she's saying it without the tapes.
She said, I wish I could see the entire video. So now she's asking, she wants to see the video, right? By the way, this is the video that the police already got. Like, the police got this shit in 4K. She says, I wish I could see the entire video. Oh, I didn't have the right thing on. My bad. I'm stupid as fuck. Oh, I said, I have no idea. I haven't watched any of it. I have no idea. I haven't watched any of it other than when you were denying it happened. I said, I'd rather not. She says, we don't have a choice because they're going to ask me all that, and I don't remember that part.
So she's like, listen, you know, what does the tape say? Send me the tapes. What does the tape say? He's like, man, I don't even want to watch the tapes. I care about you, and, you know, my mans are fucking you. I don't even want to watch the tapes. What did she say? Oh, we don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. We got to watch the tapes. We do not have a choice, because they are going to ask me, and I don't remember. I'm trying to get on the same level playing field as you. You have an advantage. You have the tapes. I need to see the tapes so I can know what happened. Because if
she
I don't
finna
know
go to the
what
police,
happened,
man.
I can't form a narrative. If I don't know what happened, I can't say what happened. If I don't know what happened, I might say something that happened and it didn't happen, and now I have contradicted myself. So I need to see the tapes so that my story can be straight. I need to see the tapes so that my story aligns with the factual documentation and evidence. That's why she's like, you don't have a choice. They're going to ask me, and I need to know. Right? Let's go.
It other than when you were denying it happened. I said, I'd rather not. She says, we don't have a choice because they're going to ask me all that, and I don't remember that part. That's what she's saying. Then I said, who is that? She says, I just mean the doctors. Then she says, I don't know how this works, if a statement has to be taken or what. I don't want any of this to happen to any other person like that. I said, I'd rather be kept out of stuff like this. Def don't want to be the middle person because everybody got their sides.
Now, actors again, acting like, hey, man, you fucked him, he fucked you. There was another one over there. You saying that he got on top of you and he was naked. Hey, man, listen, I was asleep. I was asleep. I do not want to be in the middle. That's what he's saying. He says, definitely don't want to be the middle person because everybody got different sides. Y'all work that shit out betwixt yourselves.
Yeah.
Leave me out of this. All right. What does she say? Now, this is very important, guys. This is important. You are the jurors. What she says next, I want you to listen to. And you determine if it supports Act or if it supports her. If what she says supports Act, put AK, put Act in the chat. If what she says supports her, put BW in the chat, black woman. So write Act if what she says next supports him, if it supports Act. Write BW if what she says next supports her. Act says, I'd rather be kept out of stuff like this, don't want to be in the middle. Listen to her response.
I'd rather be kept out of stuff like this. Def don't want to be the middle person because everybody got their sides. Then she says,
what did she say? Does this support Act or BW?
The last thing that got my fucking house raided. That's what I keep telling you. Don't invite nobody to your crib. This is why my house got raided. That's true, but it happened. See? So she's admitted, but it happened at your house.
It happened at your house. Now, if you're saying that Act violated you and he's saying he doesn't want to be in the middle of it, your next statement is, well, that's true, but it happened at your house?
Damn.
I'm not saying it did happen. I'm not saying it didn't. I'm saying her text messages do not align with that experience. It can't be that someone violates a woman, then says, hey, I wasn't a part of it. Like, that's between you and the other dudes. Like, well, that is true that it was between the other dudes, but it happened at your house. Not guilty.
What did I do with
Bang
me?
together. Not guilty. I mean, can we call a spade a spade? How would you say that's true, but it happened at your house? Fine, it happened at my house. Fuck it. I got insurance on this bitch, but let me out of this. If you want to fuck dudes, if something happened with dudes, if you were violated with dudes and it happened at my house, fine. Shit ain't got nothing to do with me.
Take that with them.
Right? This is interesting when she's talking about that's true, but it happened at your house.
Then she says the last thing that got my fucking house raided. That's what I keep telling you. Don't invite nobody to your crib. This is why my house got raided. That's true, but it happened. See? So she's admitted, but it happened at your house. I don't have to lie about anything or make up story. Happened at your house. Because I said, yeah, but I got no parts. This is what I'm saying. I got no parts to do with what you guys did. Then she says to me, I guess you won't be helping me figure.
So he's again, they're covering their asses. So Act was like, yeah, it happened at my house, but I don't have any parts to what you guys did. Again, Act is, hey, you guys did it, right? It happened at my house. Say it happened at my house, but say it was you guys. Say it happened at my house. Say it didn't include me.
Yeah.
Say it happened in my house. Tell these niggas I was asleep. Say it. Whisper it into the mic. They're trying to set each other up. They're trying to construct narratives. And Act is winning because Act has got her saying, oh, well, it just happened at your house. Okay, well, I ain't had nothing to do with it. So Act is doubling down and saying, okay, I had no parts to do with it. What does she say? She says, I guess you won't be helping me figure this out.
No.
She does have the video. You guys argue sometimes and you have no proof. And it shows. She's begging for his help while trying to accuse him at the same time.
Can't do that.
How is it that you're saying that somebody violated you and then gonna admit, well, no, that was between the other dudes, but it happened at his house, and well, you're not gonna help him figure it out? I mean, it's not really lining up the way she wants it to.
Nah.
It really isn't.
This out. Then she says, that's okay. I know I'll need help because this is too much for just me. I said, of course I can. I said, of course, if I can help, I will. But I was sleeping for the whole thing, LOL. I don't know what y'all interactions were. And she says, let's see what the advice.
All right. So he says, man, I'll help where I can, but I was asleep. Does she admit? Does she say you were asleep? No, she don't want to let him off the hook.
Yeah.
She don't want to let him off the hook.
She trying to reel him in.
He says, I was asleep for the whole time. What is her response? We'll see what they advise. You know it's messed up. When he's tried, she is begging him for the tape. He is begging her for confirmation that he didn't have anything to do with it. Do y'all see what's going on? They want two different things. She wants the tape. He wants confirmation. He wants her to confirm that he didn't have anything to do with it.
Said, keep my name
She
out of it.
doesn't want to give the confirmation without giving the tape. Because she doesn't remember everything, guys. I 100% agree that. I don't think she remembers everything. And she doesn't want to say he didn't do anything and then watch the tape and see that, you know, he's got her bent over while she's knocked out. So they're both trying to jockey. They're both trying to position on this situation, right? And then to finish it off, let's see what our lovely lady says here.
I look crazy right now, but I'm not gonna stand here and let this man continue to lie about me. That's not what happened. Academics, you know that that's not what happened. And for you to pretend that you didn't do anything, that I just went to your house and I'm just some thought, like we didn't know each other for 2 years. You tried to save yourself after your friends assaulted me. Whether or not you got drunk or not, I know that when you woke up, you were on top of me too. Me too, and a kit was done. You know what? I'm gonna come back with my own story. This what you wanted, and you're about to get it. I've been quiet for way too long.
Wow, guys, what do you think? Let me take a look at the poll. We will go ahead and end it. 70% of y'all say that Ak did not do it. And about 30% of y'all say that he did. So it's a 70-30 split. So in this situation, Ak would be found not guilty, which doesn't mean, you know, if you get found not guilty, it doesn't mean you didn't do it, but it does mean that there was not sufficient evidence. And when you look at this situation, it's not all lining up. And this woman, again, she's on the back foot. This woman is at a disadvantage because she doesn't have the tape. Now, who does have the tape? And this sways a lot in my mind. As a 20-year attorney, this sways a lot in my mind. Who has the tape? The police. Who has the tape? The investigators.
Yeah, they already saw it.
The investigators got all the tapes and they watched it all. They watched all of the tapes every minute. No arrests were made. For me in this country, especially Ak being a black man, especially a black man accused from someone looking like this with the long, pretty hair or whatever. If you're a man and someone looking like this who's a female accuses you of SA,
yeah, I don't know.
Guys, let me tell you something. Ak made a lot of mistakes in this situation, but one thing that saved his ass,
That videotape
was those tapes. Those tapes saved his ass.
Yo.
Now, there are tapes, there's video of her getting dick in the pool. What is unclear is if there was a videotape of Ak waking her up. Because Ak said that when he went into the room and he was waking her up, first thing he noticed, oh yeah, the areolas were out.
Whoa.
She was naked.
Whoa.
And so if there was videotape of him in that room waking her up and them just leaving, then her whole argument about when Ak woke her up, Ak was on top of her. That should get her fucking arrested. She should go to prison for that. Put prison. Someone write prison in the chat. She should go to prison for what she just said if it was proven that this is false. This is the problem with our legal system in the United States. People can make naked allegations, no pun intended,
you almost had it.
And
You're gonna be quicker than that.
That will risk the lives and freedom of people And if they're proven false, nothing happens.
Not what happened, academics. You know that that's not what happened. And for you to pretend that you didn't do anything, that I just went to your house and I'm just some thought, like we didn't know each other for 2 years.
And she put herself out, and that needs to be acknowledged. DJ Academics never said this lady's name. She jumped out the window and got on TikTok and Instagram herself.
Did it to
Act
herself.
never said who this lady was. She came forward herself. Somebody write herself in the damn chat. Somebody write herself. She came forth herself and did this, exposing herself. No one would have known who this lady is. But, you know, now she's out here.
Continue to lie about me. That's not what happened, academics. You know that that's not what happened. And for you to pretend that you didn't do anything, that I just went to your house and I'm just some thought, like we didn't know each other for 2 years. You tried to save yourself after your friends assaulted me.
And listen to this, because you got to have a good ear. Did y'all hear what she just said? Listen to this. Listen to what she just said.
For you to pretend that you didn't do anything, that I just went to your house and I'm just some thought, like we didn't know each other for 2 years. You tried to save yourself after your friends assaulted me.
What'd you just say?
Get out of here.
You just said that DJ Academics tried to save himself after his friends assaulted you? Can you say that one more time? Can you say that one more time into the mic? He tried to save himself after his friends assaulted you. Right? And then she realizes it and tries to fix it. What's the next statement she says after that?
You to pretend that you didn't do anything, that I just went to your house and I'm just some thought, like we didn't know each other for 2 years. You tried to save yourself after your friends assaulted me. Whether or not you got drunk or not, I know that when you woke up, you were on top of me too.
Whoa! And then she says, when you woke up, you were on top of me.
Whoa. Hold on now.
Let's think about that for a second. When you woke up, you were on top of me. Guys, let me tell you something. If I wake up and there's a woman who is awake on top of me, I've just been raped. Wait a minute, let me tell you. You're telling me I was asleep and then we were positioned in a way that the intercourse was taking place and I was asleep and you were awake?
What happened?
I think this lady just admitted to great. Act was great. Somebody write act was great. She just said when he woke up, he was on top of her. So he was asleep. She could have laid and rolled that big ass over. She could have rolled him. He was asleep the whole time. And then he wakes up and he's on top of you and you were awake. Oh, I think we just solved the case. You got to listen to it. I think we just solved the case.
Oh,
you almost had it. Just said when he woke up, he's in some ass.
Hey.
Let's play that one more time. Hold up now. I think we might have solved something. Hold up.
Oh, that's not what happened. And for you to pretend that you didn't do anything, that I just went to your house and I'm just some thought, like we didn't know each other for 2 years. You tried to save yourself after your friends assaulted me. Whether or not you got drunk or not, I know that when you woke up, you were on top of me too.
When you woke up. When you woke up and you were on top of me.
When you woke up.
No.
What are you saying? That y'all were having sex and you were conscious and he was not? Because if you have sex with an unconscious person, that's assault.
That was great.
You gotta listen to it now. Did she sexually assault our man while he was asleep and she was awake?
Ain't no way.
Guys, I don't know, man. I don't know.
She's just told herself.
They no. Let's play the whole thing. Let's play the whole thing. I don't know.
No.
Maybe she misspoke. Who knows? I'm just listening to her.
And for you to pretend that you didn't do anything, for you to pretend that you didn't do anything, that I just went to your house and I'm just some thought. Like we didn't know each other for 2 years. You tried to save yourself after your friends assaulted me.
After your friends, and this is another thing.
Listen.
You just said the friends assaulted,
So
right?
what do you got
Not
to do
all
with it?
three of us.
The night you got drunk or not, I know that when you woke up, you were on top of me too. Me too. And a test.
No, you assaulted him. We listened to
You
it
just
all.
heard it.
You know what? I'm gonna come back with.
Guys, I don't know what to fucking tell you. I know women. I mean, can you call a spade a spade? She just admitted that when he woke up, he was on top of her. How did he get there if he was asleep? Ladies,
No.
let's be fair.
That what she said now.
She didn't roll that ass over. She's saying that when he was asleep, he was on top of her. Asleep. You gotta have a good ear, guys. You gotta have a good ear.
You gotta listen.
So I don't know. I'm gonna drop the link. And hear what you guys have to think. If y'all want to come up, I ain't gonna be here all night. It is 12:30, but I'm gonna drop the link. If a couple of y'all want to come up, y'all have to be cammed up, good lighting and all that. But I want to see what y'all think about this. Join the stream. There's a lot of people gonna join, and only a few are gonna be chosen. And if your lighting is good and your audio is good, I'm gonna try to join the stream. I'm gonna try to pull you up, but if your lighting is bad or you're laying down in your fucking bed or something, like, come on, man. Y'all are making me tired. All right, so I pinned the stream. While y'all are doing that, let's get
That's
up in
funny.
here and let's see what y'all are talking about. Y'all say, timeout says, lead, would common law apply to his relationship with this woman since he is supporting her financially? You talking about like a common law marriage? No, you would need more than that. But good question. But yeah, financial support isn't enough. Shout out to Cass. We got Outcast says Alvin, Simon,
she
Theodore,
cooked.
and Livingston. Oh, the fourth chipmunk. Yeah, he got real mad at Erykah Badu about that. He got real mad. That's true. Shout out to Wrench Turner. Wrench Turner says, act tripping. He a $5 million a year content creator playing $11 hour order picker games. He a wild boy. Shout out to Wrench Turner. That is true, man. It is not it's not looking good for act. Now, I'm not gonna say she's not attractive. Attractive woman. She got
Ain't worth all that.
you
though.
know. I mean, you do look more attractive when you start, putting these crazy allegations that don't line up. But ain't nothing wrong with her. Now, if I'm making $5 million, is this going to be the best I can get? No, but again, this is not something that he just, wanted to marry, right? And if she's in the pool
She know
getting
the
dick
codes
down
to
with
the
other
safe, got
people,
to.
that ain't that ain't great, right? Shout out to my man Rich Turner. Rich Turner getting it in. I heard about you, Rich Turner. Shout out to Rich Turner. Shout out to my Rich Turner. Thank you so much. Shout out to the Magnum Group. Says introducing all the new TLA 4R protection system spec edition. All right. Comes with complimentary Listerine dispenser for spontaneous toe sucking, plus 10 charm, plus 100 resistance to athlete's foot. Okay, so bro, shout out to the Magnum Group. Listen, I've been down bad too. I absolutely have. Shout out to the Magnum Group. Shout out to Timeout. Timeout says, how does he sleep peacefully? Facts. Says, knowing she can do anything. She can Lorena Bob and him. Yes, talk about it, Timeout. 6
Yeah, he
days ago,
tripping.
Brazilian. Oh my God, really? Ugh. Guys, having a woman in your house that you are not in peace with, that is just going to bring you problems, it is never worth it. Shout out to Ashton de Rojas. Ashton says, this quote, if you don't have your own story to tell, you become a part of someone else's. True, definitely applies here. 100%. Shout out to Objectively Biased. Says he pushes back against Fresh and Fit. Okay. Let's bring up somebody here. Let's bring up Cast Their Crowns. Cast Their Crowns, how are you doing, brother?
Doing lovely this evening. How you doing, counselor?
Good, good. What do you think about this situation here?
All right. Both sides, right? I'm gonna say act. Number one, listening to him speak, I could tell he has no value for himself. None.
Mm.
He values his possessions and his things more so than his actual self. And hearing him talk about what happened, his history, his relationship with the woman, I'm gonna have to put myself into it and say, I had to realize something as a young man, that better things would only happen to a better man. So regardless of what he's achieved, he keeps putting himself in circumstances that's horrible, that's terrible, that's toxic, right? That's what I hear from him, that he doesn't value himself as much as his achievements. Now, when I hear her speak, I hear a lot of guilt. I hear a lot of guilt when I hear her speak, and I hear shame, as if she's ashamed of herself. Now, the point of what you touched on about when you woke up, meaning him, he was unconscious. If she's acknowledging that he was unconscious, like you stated, that one little portion of it, that's he would be covered in an act that he's not consenting to. So if she's saying he's unconscious, then she's aware of what's going on and not him. Then she also acknowledged you too. So there were several people on the topic of that night. One of them we know is an unconscious man. So listen to her story. It don't sound good for her. Now, if the police already did their investigation, if they already examined everything, and like you said, they're not taking it any further, what else do you have to say, man, at this point?
I hear you. I hear you, man. I mean, super reasonable perspective on it. I gotta tell you. It's late, so we're gonna do kind of an express round. But thank you so much, Cash Your Crowns, for coming up, brother. You can come up anytime. All right. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Shout out to Yinka. Yinka says this behavior can cost you a lot of money, and that's a good case scenario if you don't get assessed or indicted for something so true. It can cost you money, it can cost you your freedom, it can cost you your life. So shout out to Yinka, absolutely 100. Also want to give a big shout out to Everett. Everett J. Shout out to Everett J. Just purchased both courses. Everett J just purchased both courses. Thank you, the beginners and advanced course. He's trying to make a change, trying to get some of this YouTube money. It is a lot, so that is true. Thank you so much, Everett J. And again, shout out to M. Glover, who also purchased the course. Thank you. Shout out to She. Shout out to She. Thank you. She says she sounds like she's for the streets. Shout out to Wellness by Strong. Says he can't hold frame. She got laid down and sprayed down, and she's still in the picture. He's a lame fam. Yeah. If we're gonna be honest, we've all been down bad for a woman here and there. Most of us. I have, man. I have. I ain't even gonna, that hoe had me sucking toes, man. I was down. I was. But there are limits, guys. It can't be that they could just run your whole life. 100%. Shout out to the beautiful Kim K. Kim K says, get the likes up. Thank you so much, Kim K. Really appreciate it. Been a member for 23 months. I think that's when I started the membership. So Kim K been doing the whole ride with me. That's how you know you got a good black woman, when she do the whole ride. Thank you so much, Kim K. Shout out to Jay-Z, says, Happy New Year, Lead. Thank you for always deciphering the male mind. Lord knows I can't. Stories like this remind me of why I am happily single. Shady hot vest. Yes. Men and women sometimes to get a meeting of the minds, to get our minds together. It's extremely difficult. 100%. Shout out to Mrs. Crow T. Chetty. Says, get cameras in and around your home, high value men, and NDAs for life. You better get them signed up. 100%. Oh, look who we got in the house. We got a big dog. Shout out to Poetic Flacco. Y'all know who he is. If one of the mods could drop the link to my man's channel in the chat. Poetic Flacco says, that girl is a liar. Act innocent, good work, lead. P.S. We waiting on that exclusive lead attorney interview on No Jumper. All right. Yeah, just hit me in the DMs or whatever, but have some hoes up in there for me now. Don't let me get there. This should be all dry. All right? Yeah,
No.
I'll go out there with that, man. Thank you so much. Shout out to Cass. Cass says, at woke up on top of me too, allegedly. He smelled like dirty hot dog. Okay. Oh, he said, just kidding. Okay, just kidding. Free academics. Okay, shout out to Cass. Free academics. Shout out to Cass. Shout out to Wrecked World. Wrecked World. Somebody write Wrecked in the house. Coming in hardcore says, first super chat ever. I am not a millionaire, but I have a simple security system that backs up on an external hard drive. Not only that, it duplicates over 5 different places in time. I've been accused of this, saved my life. Goddamn spider. Yes. Guys, if you're gonna have women, now the best, if you're gonna have women around, and if you're high value, you got money, or you got status, is this gonna, absolutely secure your situation? No, but it helps, man. The fact that Act got a security system with video helps him out so much. If he didn't have video of this, and she's talking all this about, you did this and you did that and you R-worded me, our man's in trouble. Our man is in trouble. So shout out to Wrecked World, really blessing your boy with an extremely generous super chat. And he says the first super chat. So thank you so much. I love getting the first one, guys. So shout out to Wrecked World. Really appreciate it. Super, super generous of you, brother. Thank you. And to be accused of something like this, guys, it can happen to any one of us. I know we've been talking about DJ Academics, and you can call him this, and you can call him that. At the end of the day, this type of bullshit can happen to any one of us. It can happen to any one of us. We don't even have to have had sex with the lady. We don't even have to have known the lady, ever met the lady. She could pull our name out of the hat and start making shit up, and now our place is being raided, and we're on our stomach with our hands behind our back handcuffed. That's how much power these people have. And so Wreck World is like, man, I have been in this situation, and the damn videotape saved me. So shout out to Wreck World being prepared, 100%. Shout out to E Capone. E Capone says, what it do, lead? Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year to you too. Feliz Año Nuevo. I don't know how to say that in Portuguese. How do you say happy? I don't know. I can't do it. Shout out to Pills, Potions, and Poison. Says ketamine. Okay. No, you said ketamine. I was thinking about, what was that? What's that damn thing that dude, he had knocked that lady up, and he didn't want the lady to have a kid, but the lady said she wasn't going to do an abortion. And so he put some type of oil on his dick and had sex with her, and it killed the baby. That wasn't ketamine. What was that? It was some type of oil. And I was surprised that oil's, man. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? The dude put some type of oil on his dick and had sex with her to kill the fucking baby. Primrose, shut up. Okay, Gaston a real nigga. Like, Gaston would know. Primrose oil. That's what it is. That's what it is. I bet they need to stop selling that at CVS. That's what it is. All right. Y'all, of course, Gaston knows. Gaston would know. Shout out to Gaston.
Academics
shout out to Pills, Potions, and Poison. Shout out to Tremel.
They're trying to lock my boy
Tremel
up,
West up in the house. No comment, no question, just the pure love of the game. Shout out to Tremel. Wreck World again. Thank you, Wreck World says, just saying, I'm coming back with my own story, fishy. That is fishy too. It's like, I'm getting my version. Let me tell my version. It just doesn't sound like someone who you would think was in this situation. Now, again, you can't expect all victims to act the same, say the same. So that's true. But Wreck World, I totally understand what you're saying. Shout out to Tremel. Tremel again says, I've been blackout drunk and drove home 45 minutes, parked perfectly, woke up the next day shook, okay? That's the thing. A lot of people think when you're blacked out, you're unconscious, but not necessarily, not at all.
My man done got himself caught up in some heat, doc. I don't know what he got going, man. They trying to throw some allegations on him. That's why it's good to have your crib, you know, secured up, bro. Watch who you have in your space. Man, I enjoyed the live last night too, man. He's on there kicking that knowledge.
You know, a wise man once told me, better to go to sleep alone than wake up with regrets. In this day and age, I cannot believe there are still guys engaging or even putting themselves in that type of situation. Having a girl come to your house, and I'm not saying that he's guilty or not guilty, but when you have in this climate that we are in right now, with everything that is going on, with him being a public person, you have a female come to your house, then you have your so-called homies engage, whether you're aware of it or not aware of it. You still have some sort of liability because it's your house. I don't know which state they're in or what the laws are, but if it's happening in your house, even if it's not criminal, you still have some type of safety.
Yeah, I had the mic turned down, man. My bad.
So having all that happen in his
Can you hear me now?
It kind of maybe not directly at him, but if they don't get him criminally, they might get him civilly. And
on top of that video playing, I know it was kind of loud too. But shoot, if you didn't hear me, I was saying, man, I enjoyed that live last night, bro. He was on there kicking that knowledge, though.
So it's kind of sketchy that he, in this climate, that he put himself in that situation. For me, I'm in Airbnb. All my houses, I have cameras on it, not inside.
Wait a minute. Isn't that a thing, though? Don't you, if you're in Airbnb, doesn't Airbnb frown on cameras?
You can put it on the outside, but not on the inside. Put it on the outside and you disclose it. And I'll tell you, countless of times when guests try to make up stuff, I go on that camera, clip, send it to Airbnb, case closed. Maybe they come in, they want to cancel.
It was a good one.
Get their full refund.
Nah, yeah, it was, bro. Sure. He was lit. He was lit for sure.
They just want to make up stuff.
Okay, so you got an Airbnb, but you don't put any cameras on the inside, not even one. Not even one.
Nah, he trying to get him. He trying to get him. No, you can't put a camera in the inside of the Airbnb, man.
We have a raining dog camera. We have a camera covering the garage. We have a camera on the backyard, so they know. So it's not like you don't have a camera. Still, we have guests who tried it. When we showed up the driveway, there was no place for us to park. Therefore, we want to cancel.
What are these pets you got on? What are you talking about? I don't know who that one dude on the right is. That's a guest on the other dude's stream. But the dude's stream I'm watching is the lead attorney. And he up here assessing the situation DJ Academics got going on.
You consider DJ Academics a learned man?
I mean,
did he ever even go to college?
You don't have to.
Yeah, he went to college.
I don't know.
DJ Academics went to college.
Actually, I think he is educated. I don't know what he did.
But yeah, though, man, DJ Academics,
you consider him
it's a known cat on the internet.
I think if you look at his interactions with women, I don't know why
some girl was at his crib and
just last year he was in a fight with some woman in a hotel or something.
mess around and had intercourse with his partners. And now she trying to say she got, SA'd. But he said he was asleep though.
Based on his situation that he's dealing with.
Yes, from reviewing the video she made, she confirmed it that he was asleep. So you know how it is now, bro. She trying to lay them charges on him.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna bring up a big dog here in a second. Shout out to John Krabs.
It's a lesson for many people.
Like 2-3 years ago, he didn't like me too much. It was some shit that going on between him and who was it? It was him and Tommy Sotomayor. It was him
Man,
and
you get a
somebody.
chance, man. Check out that live I did maybe about an hour or so ago.
I remember.
Let me know, man, what you think about it.
Say it was Tommy Sotomayor. No. It was Choke No Joke. Was it Choke No Joke? I don't know.
What are you talking about, man? He hopped on the live earlier.
In their shit. But shout out to John Krabs.
Yeah, he hopped on the live earlier. I was on. I had just did a live before I got on this.
So shout out to my man John Krabs. Shout out to Yinka.
You finna run it up on him.
John says, on top of me when you wake up, you solved it. I think I solved this shit. Right? I know I'm retired, guys, but it's hard for me to hang up my cleats. Sorry, I know I'm retired, but it's hard. I think this lady
For the most part, everybody in the fish community, that the little circle we be in,
Oh, she don't like the lead. Look at
they're
her.
pretty cool.
She does not like me. She does not.
You irk me. Your bald-headed ass irked me.
Oh, she don't like me. I called her slipping. So shout out to me. All right. Let me bring up a big dog in the house. We got our man El Guapo. We got El Guapo in this thing. How's it going, Pimp?
Man, I'm good. Happy New Year to you, Lee.
Happy New Year to you too. Now, of course, everybody knows who you are. We got 5,000 people in here. There could be one or two that haven't heard of you, man. Introduce yourself, your channel. Let them know what you got going on.
Sure, for sure. Good evening, everybody. I am El Guapo of the channel Beautiful Lies under the Kingmaker Studios umbrella, and we do all things success. We've been focusing a lot on travel for men.
See this cat talking about.
Finding wives overseas, the whole passport bro movement as of late. But man, this is a good topic tonight, sir. A real good one.
Super interesting. I know a lot of people have touched on it because I think it broke Friday or Saturday or something. I said, man, let me go and throw my hat into the ring, let's say. But yeah, it doesn't. There's a part of us that really wants to kind of reach out and feel a certain way for victims, because we've all been victimized in one sense or another. We've all had somebody, take advantage of us, whether it's financially, whether it's with our emotions or something. So we all kind of want to sympathize with each other, but it has to make sense. It has to make sense. And when you listen to some of the stuff that she was saying and compare it to the things that were happening in the text messages that they were sending back and forth, some of the stuff kind of really wasn't lining up.
Yeah, man.
What's your take on
We
all
definitely gonna boost it up this year, man.
That I'm so glad he had those cameras and had everything on video.
Cause
I want to ask 2 questions, and maybe you can. I'll keep.
Gotta make some different content, better quality content. What you think make good content though? Like the editing. Hello, you talking about Mike and Biz and them? Yeah, I rock with them, but I keep them.
Well, it depends. Generally speaking, in the United States, there are 2 types of states. There is the first type of state.
Yeah, man. I'm talking about Mike and Biz and them, bro. Just the inner circle,
Now, let's talk about audio for a second. So if you've got a video camera and audio and it's recording.
That's what I was talking about on my last live. If I rock with you, I rock with you, Yes, if I rock with you. If I chop it up with you and, engage in your content, stuff like that, then, I'm rocking with you.
Way back in the day, man, I would tell my clients, particularly
kind of like you, though, I don't fool with too many, so the circle be tight, man. Like a Cheerio.
And you could put it in your shirt pocket or put it in your pants, and you could record what your wife was saying to you, and we would use.
Yeah, the circle definitely be tight, bro. You gotta keep it that way, though. Sure, too much energy will become negative energy, For real. Subject matter first, then packaging. It makes sense. So I gotta have something to talk about. Yeah. I think that's definitely where you find like I guess like we was talking about not writer's block, but kind of like a creator's block. You just don't know what kind of video to make. So I now shoot, I just talk about my experiences. When you had that first saltwater, what you had started out with? I was saying on that first saltwater tank, what you started out with, like what you had in the first saltwater tank you started the game out with. What's that one video? Trying to think of these one dude's name. What is bad fish tank? Let me see. Down to the little puffers and stuff like that. Yeah, man, I had this one puffer. I forgot what kind of puffer it was. But I had fed that mother like some kind of shrimp. At first, I was feeding it like ram shell snails, and it was loving that. And then I messed around and gave it some shrimp. And that must start having like convulsions or something, bro. Like, I don't know if the shrimp had something in it, but he ate a few pieces, and then after a while, he just started shaking. Gropers, eels, and triggers. Yeah, that's them big fish. I wouldn't mind having an eel. I had a engineer goby. That mug kept jumping out the tank, bro. What was up with him? He was jumping in the back of the all-in-one, like he was jumping in the back part of the tank, and he was jumping on the floor. I was like, bro. I even had put like some egg crate on it, like for a lid. And like I say, he was still jumping in the back of the tank. I don't know what he was. I like the fish though. I wouldn't mind having another one. I know how to handle it this time, but damn. What you using the stream on? OBS. Yeah, it's called OBS Streamlabs. Shit, you ain't never used it, bro. You trying to, get some pointers? I got you. Show you how to use this mug. It's pretty simple though, bro. Once you get everything set up, because you able to set your scenes and your sources and everything, so you can make a real smooth transition and everything. I'm trying to find this one tank. Man, I've been finding these worm, like bristle worm looking things in my other reef tank. I don't know what they are though. I sure been trying to figure out. I can't find that one. No. Yeah, you check out that mug called OBS. You go check that mug out, bro. Then it's free too. You ain't gotta pay for it. I'm trying to see. I watch so many YouTube videos. I know it's gonna be hard to go back and find that one. Still trying to find this video, man. nigga phone came in. That nigga phone came in. He said, "Who is these guys you got on the screen and what they talking about?" That's funny. Yeah, I was checking out your that one video you made about the carbon, bro. Let me see. You're cold? Cold? Why you say that? I got a blanket.
Looks like you're dressed for winter.
Oh.
I've been on the road, I've been doing shows. Now we eat steak, remember sleeping on the floor. Still at the gas station when the time was cold. In the kitchen, hot still trying to flip it out the stove. Rocking fake J's, praying that nobody knows.
Got it.
My dog away was way too hard to stay composed. If I could see the light,
Dreamz Plus.
I was tired every day. Green light, it's time to go. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Die too young. 100 miles per hour might crash 'cause a good die young. Yeah, a good die young. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more.
It's in there, you're trying to reach in.
We tried to simplify it all.
I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone.
Operation of it,
Yeah.
exactly. So just unscrew. Yeah, it's a lot easier to clean. And it's connectivity. Obviously, it's all connected through Wi-Fi. Different systems that you like, so we can turn the lights on and off and check everything through. I think this one's set up with a certain switch system. Yeah, so LifeX system through here, and it's all done Wi-Fi. So we're now delving into the electronics of all this.
Yeah, awesome.
The connectivity.
And LifeX, for those who don't know, like I love home automations and lights through the house, and all of your light strips and things in your sumps are all LifeX. These switches are LifeX, all Apple HomeKit available, and you can have it react to other things. That if your doorbell goes, you can have your sump light up a color. Do whatever crazy things you want to do.
But it's crazy how connective it is. So we just want to. Our next step is to get that connectivity and make it simple for the consumer to use. Like
amazing.
So
fantastic. What about this big boy sitting in front of us here?
Sitting
This
right
is
here.
something pretty special. We got to talk about this.
It is. So this is our iteration of a frag tank.
Yeah.
but it's all inclusive, and we're trying to say you don't need any other system, no wave makers,
Yes.
because the way that we designed this manifold, we get the flow of water over certain livestock a
For
certain
sure.
way. So, and you can run it as is, there's nothing else to add. So
Yep.
it's essentially a frag tank, runs a manifold underneath. I'll have a quick look. So this manifold runs through independently on a pump,
Yes.
and then goes to our roller mat setup, and
Yep, yep.
continues through the back.
Crazy.
And then there's a return line below that again.
Yep, yep.
So the intention is to circulate the water below and above as best and efficiently as possible without
Yes.
any other inclusion.
Get rid of any sort of detritus in there, keep things all nice and fresh, make that filter roller do the work, and
no, we don't need any additional wave makers or anything like that. So yeah, it's a pretty cool just invention, I think, that Balaji's come up with, and we've got a few people interested that we want to see this full of livestock.
oh, I can imagine. Yeah. And I love the fact that these are all individually adjustable, so you can you can dial in the flow you want over specific corals in that tank. If you want to turn the flow off for a second so you can do whatever you need to do, you can.
Exactly.
It's all there, and it's all direct. Like we've got, this is obviously a fairly extreme option with this many nozzles.
Obviously,
You could do less if you wanted, but if you wanted to really dial that flow in specifically for each row of corals, you could.
Yeah, and it's all height adjustable. We have had people interested in this actual setup, but maybe use their own actual tanking glass possibly.
Yeah, okay,
So again, going to the custom nature, we could box this in and slot it into an existing frag tank or make another tank.
For sure, yeah.
So,
Amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all completely adjustable or designable so people can have whatever they want. But even this system is adjustable with the weir, adjustable weir here, so you can change the water height you want in the system. You got these sections in the back there for
We've got
skimmers,
ATO water,
heaters,
skimmer, media.
all the things you need. And the best thing about acrylic for shows like this is once you drain that tank out, you sell all your corals, you drain the water out, you pick that up and put it in the back seat of the car.
No, I put these in the back of the ute by myself, and that was it. So,
the days of lugging, these couple $100 kilo fragile glass boxes around. When you've got such a nice slick little unit like this, you can load it up and go. Because I know everyone's favorite time.
Parker's Reef, bro.
Exactly. So
I bet I was sitting up here messing with this.
I can imagine. Yeah, no doubt about it.
But yeah, they got some new kind of tanks.
I love this one with the flow meter in it. So you've got the flow meter built into the reactor. So this is one you could use for like GFO or.
I'm gonna go back.
And I was blown away at how far the team have come in that couple of years, and even further blown away by some of the super innovative things they have, which just revolutionized the way we approach reefing now.
What's up with it, Mike? I ain't see you creeped off in here, man. I was looking at this other screen. But yeah, though, I was looking at this vid last week or something like that, and I just thought they had some cool tanks.
The kind of innovative and custom work they can do for you and your reef tank. There's some things there from a different approach to a basic glass box, all the way through to crazy frag tanks, light reactors, turf scrubbers. One of the coolest things I saw there was a meteor reactor that.
Let's get out. Let's
cool
get
stuff
off
not
into
to
it,
share
man.
with you all. So, firstly, Paul, thank you for making the time available to share with us. And can you take us through some of the cool stuff you guys have been working on?
Yeah, definitely. So look, we'll just run through a few things. We've come back to the show, learned a lot in the last year.
Let me get myself out the way.
Tanks. I've got a glass background, so we thought that'd just be a no-brainer to jump into the custom tanks and bring our glass flair and all our what we know about glassing.
Yeah, because for you guys, your bread and butter is actually in glass.
It's actually glass,
glass
to
manufacturing.
Be frank, I come from a family of glaziers.
Yes.
So and we have manufacturing plants and we do all that. This started as a hobby, and then as with everyone in this game, it kind of blows up and
becomes a bit of a hobby. So I mean,
an addiction.
The funny thing is, like you guys are glaziers by trade,
yes.
And you kind of made your mark with acrylic products, which don't get me wrong, are incredible, and we'll get to those soon. But it's cool to see you sort of come full circle and back into the glass tanks here. And
exactly.
I believe you've got some pretty unique features on this tank here.
Yeah, definitely. So look, a glass tank's a glass tank, but we can custom make them. So with our manufacturing, we can make whatever you like.
Yes.
But a few unique features is we have a full internal Euro brace, but it's all CNC made.
Yeah,
so
I like that.
Just the quality and the detail is a lot nicer.
Beautiful.
and we can make it to suit, like we've had other ones where we included another brace,
Yes.
different detail to it. But then we delve straight into the acrylics and all the engineering that Balaji, my business partner, brings in.
Yes.
While still retaining the glazing. So as an example, we've got a weir here, but we've mitered the back of the glass.
So you got that mud
And
going
it's a
all
full
the way
length, so
across the top.
technically you're getting the entire width of the
I mean,
tank,
all the way across the back.
all the water and all the top surface water coming up and over. So the technology and the efficiency of how the weir and all the systems work from beyond that and below and hitting the sun starts at the top. So that's Balaji's idea, and we've done it with this glass panel.
Crazy nice.
Again, because we know glass, this is a black glass panel, not acrylic.
Yeah, beautiful.
So it won't get dirty. Well, it will get dirty, but you can make it look pretty quite
Exactly,
easily.
the glass cleans up a lot easier, and it does tend to
Yeah,
grow
it's
the
way
coral and
better
stuff a
than
lot
just
smaller
having
than
a small
plastic.
corner
Anyone
for
that's
the
got plastic
overflow.
wave makers in their tank knows that that's where the coral line grows first.
Exactly. So
It's way better than just having a small corner of the weir and
a little nicer. It's beautiful.
the rear in a corner, because
Yes.
He's also
the debris won't go down
like a water change
as much, bro, when the hole is small. So they got that mug across the whole back of the tank. Your surface is gonna stay way more clear.
Like in a pump, do a water change nice and simply and easy.
Very nice.
And so beyond the weir itself, there's the silencer. So
And that mug already come plumbed.
Some people really love the
It's
sound of the
already.
water. I've noticed from the show. So we're kind of killing that here, but yeah, it's a silencer which
That's one of
separates
my
the air from
goals
the
to
water
a
and just
custom
really
tank. Nah, for
silences the
real
whole
though.
operation of it.
So you've almost
When
got
I
like
saw these,
it's
I was like, I
sort of
definitely
weir
have
inside
to
the weir there, like the water comes in
up my
through here,
game, bro.
and then it
Give me
comes
a
down into
custom
your
tank
weir.
made.
Yeah, and there's like an emergency overflow on this side, so just in case it comes over. So again, the over-engineering that Balaji puts into this is great.
That is Dreamz Plus, over-engineering.
And it's quite technical, and we love it. Yeah, so that's kind of the main feature. Full brace down the
And
bottom.
then he got what I liked about the
It
lid.
was just
They done
hiding
made the
behind this
lid
tank,
look
and
like the
I've
front
got
of the
to get it
car.
out. What are we looking at here in front of the glass
This
box?
is a sold lid net, so yeah, inspired by Lamborghini.
Yeah, nice. Do
Again-
you want the tank lid to match your Lamborghini? I don't even know, Urus?
And Urus, yeah. So if you got one of those, or you got a Performante or anything,
That's crazy.
Ferrari, we can match it. Might be
it
some
up to it.
copyright issues, but look, this just shows off the customization that we can do with our machine.
sure, yeah.
So yeah, we've done this for a client to include all that finer detail.
Yes.
Our polycarb lid.
Yes.
And a net. Yeah. So, and
Man, appreciate
this
everybody
actual
for stopping
setup,
by, man.
Normally a start button on a
Just want to
Lamborghini.
let y'all
This is
know I
the
do
feeder
appreciate
area.
it, for
Awesome.
real.
We made that from the feeding.
Just goes to show the level of detail you guys
Right
can
now
go
we
to,
watching
and I guess even
a
more so the
video
level of
from Dreamz
customization,
Plus
where you're replicating,
on the Parker's Reef
something
channel,
on
man. Y'all
someone's
go check 'em
car
out.
into their fish tank just to give that super personalized touch.
Yeah, and look, we've talked about that, and the customization. Generally, people relate that to expensive.
Yes.
It's as expensive as much work that you put into it. So
Of course, yeah.
We can build things a lot bit more economical.
Yes.
And a bit obviously cheaper.
Then they got this roller mat right here.
Balaji's, I wouldn't say invented, but changed. how
Whoever
roller
Valaji
works.
is, bro, he be
The roller mat.
creating
call it
some
a dry
stuff for
roller
them.
So again, just working.
He a
out
good
the
engineer,
engineering
for
side,
real.
this, idea behind this is that if you have a look inside, the mat sits above the water line. So
Yeah.
So
Instead of, typically the mat comes down into the water and
Yeah.
the water pushes through it there, and then basically when the water level rises, the mat rolls up.
Yep.
But it always sits down in the water, particularly the part that is filtering the water.
Exactly.
Sits down in the water.
So then, yeah, the kind of idea with this was actually Friday beers going, hey,
That's where all the best ideas come from.
Isn't the water supposed to go through the filter like in a car or like anything
Exactly,
else?
yeah.
So we
that's badass.
started with that kind of beer talk, and then after that it came through as an actual design.
Awesome.
And there's probably been about 3 or 4 different concepts to it.
Of course, these things take iterations.
Yeah, and now we're here. So like in the manifold itself brings the water over the actual mat.
Yes.
And we're using all the surface area that we can possibly can. We were looking at things like odors too, if they smell being
Yes.
out of the water.
Yes.
We haven't had any issues with that. and it doesn't clog so much, and it uses the whole mat.
And what I like about that, they could build that on any tank you already have. So if you got a tank and you want one of those on there,
you're going to be able
they could build it on it.
Gravity's going to be working in your favor even more. The water's going to want to go through rather than you got the mat sitting down in the water. There's less pressure pushing down on it, so you're going to get probably more filtration out of your mat.
Exactly. And so the other parts that we'll talk about soon is like the algae scrubbers and things also enter over the mat.
Yes.
So they take out what we don't need and then give you what you do underneath. He's then gone another level and there's a silencer system under the water. So immediately I found that obviously there will be a water trickle underneath this dry mat system.
Yes.
It's like they try to get they think about every problem that you may have as
we'll call it a silencer system.
Sure.
It's like they think about every problem you may have as a fish tank owner, and they try to innovate that into their designs to eliminate the problem for you. Like, come on, they don't get no better than that, bro.
Comes out through these grey
manifolds,
manifold there, yep, and will then trickle down over the mat, and then the water, once it's passed through the mat, will collect in this tray here, go through these channels and down through these pipes, which have got some
silencing
features on there. Super unique.
Quite technical, but and again, with all our stuff, we can build it as we go. We're not.
Let's give it up for this tank.
We're not going to show you a product. So if you want them bigger or smaller,
that's a good design. I like that.
Yeah, you don't have 1,000 of these sitting on the shelf. You make to order.
No, it's just going to be made to order. It's not big mass produced. So
they made to order like Wendy's. You feel me?
Everyone has their own opinions to
like
things.
water burger. We won't make it till you order.
You're kidding.
There's a lot of guys who have crazy good ideas, and hopefully we can bring them to the table.
Definitely.
So starting with that, I think that's one of the coolest.
I know there's some other features on this roller mat that.
Sorry, I don't want to skip. I missed. So
there's a couple of things on this that I think are fairly simple and straightforward, but
he almost forgot
this one's not plugged in. We'll jump over.
Tell you about the buttons. What the buttons do.
So this one's plugged in over here.
So we'll jump over and have a look at this roller mat, because this one's all plugged in, and you can take us through some of the crazy features you got on this thing, because it's lit up like a Christmas tree on the front there, and you got sensors and buttons and all sorts happening. Can you take us through some of the features that really make this unique, above and beyond the above water filtration that we've already covered?
Again, Dreamz Plus way that we do things. Balaji's gone and bought every button that's possibly on the market in switchwork, and tactically this is the best one.
Yes.
So.
What size custom tank would you get built, Jim?
Obviously an on button. Operational button. So obviously making
it's like a manual feed sort of button.
Button, and it has different speed. Also, if you want to run a certain speed, to be honest, once you have your tank set up and with the right flows, you can just have a set speed.
Yes.
And then a reverse button, so we can reverse the mat back around.
Amazing. The number of times that you've accidentally bumped
so
the float switch or something's gone wrong or
back.
whatever, and the mat's just gone, just put a meter through it. Or even just when you're wanting to back the mat out to put a fresh roll in.
Exactly.
Having that reverse button, so simple yet so clever.
Yeah, and that's what we learned too before. We're just rolling it by hand. This is so much simpler.
Beautiful.
So, and obviously, and then there's just two warning lights. So a reverse light and a warning light when we're full, when we've used the entire mat.
Right. So this light here is telling us
it's a sensor.
That sensor that's gone off by your hand there. So when the mat has filled up that roll, it's going to trigger that because it's used up all the mat. It's optically sensing that and giving us a warning.
Exactly. Now, further than this, we've gone down the automation, but we're not there yet. To give you warning lights and signals through all that automation, not there yet.
It's all good. No, I know how rapidly you guys are developing things, so I can only imagine what it's going to be like at the next show. But super cool, and this is all. And this is a high powered motor that you use.
Definitely.
On your...
Again, I'll send the specs through. I don't know that straight off the top of my head, so we'll put that in the comments down below.
Definitely.
But in terms of the technical side of the electrics. I
Yes.
have to consult Balaji on that. But yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
they're very high-end products. I know there's
telling you,
about
Balaji, the
$300-400
man.
worth of just electronics.
He be building all of
inside
the
of this
custom
unit
Oh, yeah,
without the
uh,
manufacturer.
parts
So
for
it's
the
high
tanks.
quality gear built to last.
Yeah, definitely.
And your system, I noticed you don't have any rolls in them at the moment. Does that mean that the rolls come separately, or what rolls does it use? Or?
Again, we've noticed everyone likes different branding.
Okay.
So as I was saying, this one's set up for Reef Factory.
Yes.
But we can make them to suit. So, and we've also
They can
noticed
customize
most of
it.
these are built into our sumps that we've
Yes.
currently made. We've made ones that retrofit to any other manufacturer's
Come on,
existing
man.
sump, class sumps, whatever you like.
Awesome. So you're
That's
giving people the
player.
option to use their own sump. You can retrofit something in, but also if someone has a preference for the Reef Factory roll, or if they would rather use the Red Sea roll or whatever it is, you guys can tailor it to use that, and then they're not pinned into your roll for
No,
eternity.
we don't
They
want to be doing that. It's again sticking to the custom nature of everything. The last one we made was actually we had the dry setup, but it
Yes.
was a lot longer. I think it was like 600 mil long, because that's what the client wanted.
Yeah, right.
And obviously we tested it all out with the high-powered motor, and
Yes.
it all worked, and it fitted perfectly into his existing sump. So
Amazing.
Yeah, that's
Amazing.
player.
we jumped from that to this scrubber that's half built.
Yeah. Show us this scrubber.
So it's half built, but just our take on a scrubber. So we have got adjustable feet on the bottom. We'll start to the bottom.
Yes.
To adjust height and an actual level, spirit level on the top. So this is
Right,
the
right.
lid.
Yes.
To adjust.
I think it's like
obviously
an
make it
algae
level.
scrubber.
Seems like overkill, but the intention behind this is if it's not level, you won't get even propagation.
For sure. I mean, the whole way a turf scrubber works is that the water runs along here and then goes down.
Yep.
And if it's not level, the water's not going to go evenly down, and you're
Exactly.
only getting half the use out of your scrubber.
Exactly. And then we've also introduced an air line.
Yeah, right.
So to try propagate, to get that initial bump up of algae,
Yes.
we need to, so
Really
the largest
oxygenate it.
idea is oxygenate it and
Yep.
and let it, it should grow quicker. That's
Nice.
the intention of
Yep,
this.
yep.
Obviously there's all mirrors inside.
Yeah, I love the mirrored finish in there. So when you look from the outside, it's solid black,
Yep.
even a matte black, but in there,
Gotta
you've
get
got
that allergy,
mirrors
man.
on both sides, just maximizing every ray of light.
Yep. And then as far as light goes,
Shout out to
we use
that
a very
boy
high quality
Corey,
light
man.
itself.
Yes.
It's a low heat, very low
Yep.
heat light. So you're not burning the top
Yes.
either. So we've heard that in the industry that is also
Yep.
an issue with scrubbers.
Yep.
So we're just trying to make this as the best scrubber we can from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
feedback we're getting.
It's taking on board feedback and just
Yeah.
developing solutions to the problems.
And again, jumping into if there's a certain way that a client doesn't like that, or a different light, or prefers a
Yep.
different heat and different size, we can make that.
You can make it happen.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
intention.
Crazy.
So that obviously plugs into the top of, jump back over here,
Yeah.
to the roller mat, the dry roller mat, and filters straight through.
Yeah. The filter roller, which is sitting above the water.
The work that we went through to get this Venturi effect. So
Yes.
there's a lot of work that goes on beyond this black part here.
Nah, that man working.
So we've created a 3D Venturi, and we had a few goes at it
Yes.
to make sure that there's no dead spots in the water,
Okay.
and it circulates as much as we possibly can
Yep,
with the
yep.
pump flow that we possibly can. So
Beautiful.
it's as efficient as we can get with this system. Yeah, so by creating this Venturi effect, we're getting all the algae to where it's supposed to be, and just really propagating as much as we can, moving the
yep.
water around as much
Then
as
So
we
you
can.
come
got
in with the
there's
built-in
nothing, no
light.
obstructions in the middle of the reactor.
Yep.
It's just the light's entering from the outside. The algae's encouraged to spin around so that it gets access to the light the whole way.
Yep.
And obviously these plastic balls are just in here to show the Venturi.
show how it's
Yeah,
working,
yeah. Normally you wouldn't have that in there, but it's going to give a nice. I mean, I can imagine on the first thing I noticed, it's going to be obviously a lot easier to clean. You don't have
Definitely,
you know
yeah.
little intricate bits in there you're trying to reach in.
We tried to simplify the whole operation of it,
Yeah.
exactly. So just unscrewing, yeah, it's a lot easier to clean. And
Beautiful.
it's connectivity. Obviously, it's all connected through Wi-Fi. Different
Yeah.
systems that you like, so we can turn the lights
Then
on and
it's
off
Wi-Fi?
and check
Yes.
everything
Come on,
through. I think this one's set up with a certain switch system. Yeah,
Yep,
so
yep.
LifeX system through here, and it's all done Wi-Fi. So
Yeah.
we're now delving into the electronics of all this.
Yeah, awesome.
And the connectivity.
And LifeX, for those who don't know, like I love home automations and lights through the house, and all of your light strips and things in your sumps are all LifeX.
Like
These switches are LifeX, all Apple HomeKit available, and you can have it react to other things that if your doorbell goes, you can have your sump light up a colour, do whatever crazy things you want to do.
But it's crazy how connective it is. So we just want to, our next step is to get that connectivity and make it simple for the consumer to use. Like
amazing.
So
fantastic. What about this big boy sitting in front of us here?
Sitting
This
right
is
here.
something pretty special. We're going to talk about
this.
It is. So this is our iteration of a frag tank.
Yeah.
But it's all inclusive, and we're trying to say you don't need any other system, no wave makers, because the way that we've designed this manifold will get the flow of water over certain livestock.
This is a real frag tank.
And you can run it as is. There's nothing else to add. So it's essentially a frag tank. Runs a manifold underneath. I have a quick look. So this manifold runs through independently on a pump, and then goes to our roller mat setup. And continues through the back. And then there's a return line below that again. So the intention is to circulate the water below and above as best and efficiently as possible without any other inclusion.
Get rid of any sort of detritus in there, keep things all nice and fresh, make that filter roller do the work.
And no, we don't need any additional wave makers or anything like that. So yeah, it's a pretty cool just invention, I think, that Balaji's come up with, and we've got a few people interested that we want to see this full of livestock. And
I can imagine, yeah. And I love the fact that these are all individually adjustable, so you can dial in the flow you want over specific corals in that tank. If you want to turn the flow off for a second so you can do whatever you need to do, you can.
Exactly.
It's all there, and it's all direct.
Man, that could be in one of them for a tank you already got too.
Option with this many nozzles.
Obviously,
you could do less if you wanted, but if you wanted to really dial that flow in specifically for each row of corals, you could.
Yeah, and it's all height adjustable. We have had people interested in this actual setup, but maybe use their own actual tank in glass possibly. So again, going to the custom measure, we could box this in and slot it into an existing frag tank or make another tank.
For sure,
So,
amazing.
So
it's all completely adjustable or designable so people can have whatever they want. But even this system is adjustable with the weir, adjustable weir here, so you can change the water height you want in the system. You got these sections in the back there for
we've got
skimmers,
ATO water,
heaters,
skimmer, media.
All the things you need. And the best thing about acrylic for shows like this is once you drain that tank out, you sell all your corals, you drain the water out, you pick that up and put it in the back seat of the car.
I put this in the back of the car myself, and that was it. So,
the days of lugging, these couple 100 kilo fragile glass boxes around. When you've got such a nice slick little unit like this, you can load it up and go. Because I know everyone's favourite time of the event is pack-up time.
Exactly. So we actually really like this, and it had a lot of interest.
I can imagine. So, no doubt at all.
And that's about it. There's just a standard reactor. Another one has a flow meter in it.
I love this one with the flow meter in it. So you've got the flow meter built into the reactor. So this is one you could use for like GFO or carbon or something like that. And just about getting that repeatability. There's Balaji.
There you go.
The man behind the scenes is literally coming in behind the scenes.
The one building everything.
You can see that flow adjusting there just by that beautiful gate valve back there. And about keeping consistent results and repeatability. So if you normally flow your GFO at, X number of litres per hour, it's like a semi sort of weir inside the weir there. Like the water comes in through here and then it comes down into your weir.
And there's like an emergency overflow on this side, so just in case it comes over. So again, the over-engineering that Balaji puts into this is great.
That is Dreamz Plus, over-engineering.
Well, yeah, man. That's what it was.
Hey, y'all, welcome to Parker's Reef. On today's episode, we're going to...
That's what it was, man.
Do a tour of Shan's picture-perfect peninsula cade.
Well, Parker's Reef with Dreamz Plus. Got them custom built tanks. I'll make sure y'all go check that out, man. definitely, man, Graham. Go ahead and close out, man. Shut down for the night. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. And like always, be great, be you.